Hey, so you're probably wondering what the hell an Omega Vanita is. And I'm here to tell you so you don't have to figure it out. I'm going to preface this by saying this is not an advertisement because the game devs couldn't afford it. Mostly because Combatants is constantly on vacation. So, this is a wasteland survival MMO with a very unique pixel style that I love, reminiscent of Fallout, as it actually takes inspiration from it. This game is not new. It's actually been out for like 7 years. And I quite enjoyed it when I was a teenager. It had a really amazing community. You could go to different grind spots, kill different enemies, get clothes and armor with different stats, all sorts of different melee weapons, and guns. Some rarer than others being clean and nice looking, rather than ragged and rusty. Over time, the popularity of the game died out significantly, especially with previously mentioned the main dev being on hiatus after working for 2 long minutes on the game. In his place was put another game master / developer by the name of Yafars. And Yafars hates people.
Fix game exchanged Oasis price check.
Fix your speech apparatus.
Why not give more use to the T3 and T4 letter?
Can you either not ping me at all for any nonsense or at least explain in detail what you need? I have nothing else to do in my life, except to ask you a counter question. What are you talking about? And I don't remember us becoming friends and chatting about everything at random moment.
So when isn't gonna get a reworked master perk?
Ever. Will this answer suit everyone and will the stupid questions finally stop?
1.8 map bad.
Draw textures and make the map yourself if you don't like it.
He talks to everyone like a burnt-out teacher that has to deal with some hooligans, and for good reason. It is a constant argument everywhere since the community started dwindling. So, after leaving the game for some years, as most people did, I decided to come back only to be met with all my equipment being super rare and at the same time, all of it overflowing out of my inventory. Because it was all level locked now, so it overflowed out my inventory, so I had to cram all of it in my storage and get an entirely new set of low-level clothes off one of my alts.
What is my purpose?
You're a mule alt.
Oh my god.
As I'm traversing the wasteland, I do some quests and realize, being advertised in global chat by a very annoying automatic bot, mind you, that there's a Discord server filled with about 500 people. And let me tell you, the second I went in there, I realized what was keeping the game alive. Racism.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Now, before you cancel me on Twitter.com, I'm being so serious here. There are mostly 2 different factions or communities that absolutely despise each other. Sun, which is comprised mostly of Russians.
Сука, блядь!
And Corn, or the Spaniards.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition!
I'm gonna spoil it for you now and tell you that everybody hates the Spaniards. This is where I figured out the lore runs deep. What the clans do is friend you on alt accounts or scout with alts during your grinding sessions or community bosses, while having an outlaw alt nearby, essentially a player viable for killing another player, generally having black names for killing innocent players that haven't attacked first. They do this and get 10% of your XP. At best, could be up to 200k, which is 10% of max level experience needed to go to 30 to infinity. And to grab all of your gear, they especially like to do this in boss fights where loot could be worth up to $25. Yeah, you heard me right. Some guns are worth a crazy amount of IRL money, some old event ones being worth 2 private houses, which are worth $50 a piece, but are traded as tokens the game uses as currency for special donor items like extra XP for a week or backpack space or followers, things like that. Now, the worst part about it is they either taunt you after it,
Ninini, go cry somewhere else. Kill Jaden says thanks for the suit.
or pretend you attack them first and cry wolf. This is why a significant portion of the community dislikes them, but they are also basically the strongest people in the game, one of them being over level 2000, which is an absolutely insane amount of power to have in one character. To put it in perspective, a level 100 character is considered high endgame. After this, you're going for style points. Hitting 1000 is essentially being a god, as your stats become so high at this point, you can build some insane builds, such as having over 100% dodge. The only way to counter this is dumping the hell out of perception to get 200% aim or more, but even so, this takes someone being at least a couple hundred levels to have a chance at hitting or killing a level 1000 plus character. As such, with the hefty grind that it takes to get from level 30 to 40 to get to Oasis, a high-end area with higher XP reward enemies, low-level characters are essentially held down unless they use anti-PvP. That was 10,000 XP. I'm going to need to do that 200 more times to get one of 10 levels I need. Yeah, the grind is rough. It gets rougher when they PK you in the middle of it too, as you lose 20% of your XP upon death. Now, this doesn't apply just to PKing, it also applies to normal death. It can be devastating, especially if you're, for instance, at 1,999,999 XP and you get killed, you lose roughly 400,000 XP on death. Enough to make a grown man want to throw his phone to Mars. To conclude my point, this community is toxic as hell, but it holds a special place in my heart as an underrated gem of a mobile game in a land full of pay-to-plays that want hundreds of dollars for any meaningful progress. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.